And this is the Kickback. We back with you, man, live and direct each and every Saturday morning, 6 o'clock. Y'all already know what it is, man. What's up, fellas?
Wake up.
Good, man.
What's going on, man?
Happy to be here, man.
Y'all good?
Yeah, man.
Y'all had a good week.
Good weekend, man.
Everything was lovely.
Nice little
Man,
week.
it's 70 degrees outside today, man.
Crazy.
Y'all got on hoodies.
You got on short sleeves.
It's still wintertime, though. That's how you get the flu.
It's 70 degrees
That's how you
outside.
get sick.
I'm in a good mood, man.
That's how you
I
get
see.
sick.
I see.
Make you want to wash the car today or something,
He
man.
look jolly.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
very jolly. It's Christmas
You know what I'm
time.
saying?
It's
Throw a
Christmas
t-shirt on
time.
the day.
Christmas time.
Throw a t-shirt on the day. It's December, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
That's when you know you're lit.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're literally lit.
Yeah.
Little,
Hey, look,
little
man.
bit.
We you know what I'm saying, we having an abundance of participation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, from the listeners.
Oh, yeah, man. Keep them letters coming in,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? You know, we getting an abundance of participation, man.
DMs,
we
rather.
appreciate y'all, yeah, man. Send the DMs and stuff to the Twitters, man, to the IGs, Facebooks.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We getting good stuff, man. Y'all continue to keep that coming in, man. So, you know, we had an abundance this week, right, Flea?
Yeah. I got.
So you got a couple. You got a couple. So we couldn't choose.
I couldn't.
So we went with two.
So I'm
What we
gonna
got
go.
today, man?
I'm gonna go with one. The first one, you know, I
wow.
digest the whole question.
Okay.
You know, diagnosed it.
Give it to us.
Diagnosed
Yeah,
it?
Give it to us.
So you know, it's that time of the year. You know,
What
you
time
work.
of year you talking about?
We talking about Christmas.
Criminal.
Criminal
okay.
time.
Criminal.
time.
So you know, working a lot, doing a lot of things. So we got a couple here. Well, the question came from a male, but it's a couple. So he's saying, you know, him and his wife work a lot, and when they get home, you know, he's looking for that love language from his wife.
Okay.
Love
Yeah,
language.
that
Love
love
language.
language from
Dang,
his
what
wife
you know
from a
about
long
that,
day
Free?
of work.
Love language. All right, that's another
Yeah, that's
topic.
another
Though, but go
topic.
ahead.
But he's looking for the love language from his wife, and he's not getting it
After work.
after work. You know what I'm saying? After a long day,
Dang.
he's talking after dinner.
Okay.
That's
we
too
in the
bad.
bed.
That's too
You know what I'm
bad.
saying? No love language. So
That's too bad.
question is, you know, what is he supposed to do about that? Like you're not supposed to cheat. That's rule number one. We can't go out and cheat.
Right.
Nah, no more.
So
do
as a
that.
man, you know, when your woman is not speaking to you love language for at least 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of working, a lot of, I'm tired, reading a book. You know, she's reading a book. So what are you supposed to do about
So pretty
that?
much, they both work, you know, long days, nights, whatever case may be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get home.
Get home.
You know what I'm saying? And it's what? It's dinner,
Dinner
a
time.
book, and then time for night.
Time for night.
Time for a night. Time to get put to bed.
But
Go to bed. Okay, put to bed. What we
Well,
talking about?
what-
Going to bed. Okay,
what-
put to
Well,
bed.
they going to bed.
What you
Going to
saying
bed,
is
get
ain't
put
no
to
being
bed.
put in the
Ain't no
bed.
bed put
So
in
like
the
they
bed.
going to bed, but ain't nobody getting put to
Ain't nobody
bed.
getting
True.
tucked in.
See now, okay, now that's a problem.
Ain't nobody getting tucked
So
in.
he asked me,
And
so
he
as
got
a
tucked in 2 months.
in 2 months. So he's wondering like, what should he do? Like he's already came to her and said, baby, I need that love language.
So he already had the conversation.
Already had the conversation.
2 months.
what's
though,
the-
B?
what's
Think
the
he
next
need to
step?
do- What you think he need to do, Uncle Drew?
Well, you know, I mean, it's a couple different avenues that you could turn. Like, you could be at a fork in the road.
Take
you know
us
what I'm saying?
down.
Nah,
Take
I
us
ain't
down
go
the
there
lane.
all for.
Take us down the
I'm gonna go
lane.
there one. I was like, the most important one is like he need to
Right.
talk to his, like talk to his
He
wife.
said he done had the conversation.
Well, like he need to keep talking to his wife. Bottom line
true.
is, you know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? Like your wife got to understand that, you know, even if that's not her thing all the time, like when you married or like when you with somebody, you got to do. Sometimes you got to do things that you don't particularly want to do. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It ain't all about you. Sometimes
sacrifice. You gotta
know what I'm saying?
compromise.
So even if she good with going 2 months, and if he not good with going 2 months, do him a square one. You know what I'm saying? Like do that man a
Do him a
favor. You know what I'm
square
saying? Do that man. You know what I'm saying? Get that man a square. You know what I'm saying? Like man, throw that man one. Man, like get him a favor. Then like do it for him. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. Well,
How you feel, El?
here's the thing.
What would El do?
Here's the thing. You gotta kind of, you know, me personally, and you know, you gotta kind of pull out some things in the store, right?
Ain't
Yeah,
no-
You know what I'm
ain't no
saying?
pulling out. That's the problem.
You gotta,
That's the problem.
you gotta pull out some things in the store, right? You
Okay.
gotta kind of just assume some things, right?
Correct.
So it's not in the letter, but it's, you know, can you y'all think we can say maybe it's a reason?
Let's say it's a reason.
You see what I'm
Let's
saying?
say
Like,
it's a reason.
2 months is a long time, especially if y'all with, you know what I'm saying, y'all together, especially if y'all married.
Oh,
There's a storm.
I see you
Okay,
every
you
day.
see what I'm saying? So, you know, even if you got a spouse that don't want to do it all the time, 2 months though is a
That's-
long time.
That's just I
So
don't
for
know.
me, hearing that letter,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta kind of assume there's reasons to why, you know, ain't nobody getting tucked in at night.
I mean, he's saying that they're working a lot. And
Okay, yeah, they working a lot, but we all work.
But
Yeah,
y'all both
we all
still
do.
sleeping
We
in the
all
same
work,
bed.
you know what I'm
though.
saying? And at the end of the day, you know, whether you're working a lot or not, you know, you gonna want to get tucked in inside of 2 months.
Correct.
See what I'm saying? So I just got to kind of
If
assume
not,
that
somebody else tucking you in.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where the problem comes.
Or if not, she getting tucked in.
You know,
That's where the problem is.
2 months is kind of.
So I gotta kind of assume that it's other reasons. Maybe she's, you know, or he ain't doing, or
Right.
she ain't doing, you
Right.
know, or whatever the case may be. You know, like so. Yes,
It's two sides.
conversation. Yeah, it's gotta be. It's always 3 sides. His side, her side, the truth.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. That's
You know
a
what I'm
new
saying?
right
Hit her
there.
with a
I like
little like
Y'all
riddle,
better
like
write
it's
that
more than
down.
almost.
See what I'm
Like what's
saying?
that? Like okay.
It's always 3 sides.
Well, no, hold on, wait, hold that in there. Is what there?
It's always 3 sides to every story.
3 sides.
Your side, my side, and the truth.
And the truth.
I had to take that one down.
You know what I'm
Capitalize
saying?
the truth, bro.
See what I'm
I had to
saying?
put that in my notes.
So, you know, but that's neither here nor there.
Right,
We don't
right,
know.
right.
We don't know the
We don't
reasons
know.
why.
We don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
He
so
just asked.
to answer the question, you know, yes, you know, first step is have a conversation
again.
again,
Mm-hmm.
because like obviously the first conversation didn't go well. You might need to rethink some things, rethink what you said, try another avenue, another approach.
Or maybe
to it.
spice up, or like, or maybe you can start on your end first.
Yeah, or maybe like you trying hard
Spice
enough.
your end up.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe
you
not-
smelling good.
maybe-
Change your cologne up.
Smell good.
Cut your hair.
Got you.
Switch
Trim,
it up.
trim your beard.
Got you. Yeah.
So you
You know what
got
I'm saying?
you got to take care of yourself.
Gotta take care
Or
of yourself.
even
Groom.
do a little extra with her too. I mean, no, I ain't saying that's all. You know, parents bring
Mm-hmm.
the flowers home. Do a little foreplay, and it's not just all sexually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Foreplay ain't just sexual.
Take some flowers
very-
to the job.
Something like that.
Yeah. Teach him.
Send her something that's like, you know, a special selfie or like something like that's between you and her.
A
So you know what I'm
special-
saying?
what's now-
A special
what's a
selfie.
special
I
selfie?
mean, and that's all relative. Now, it depends on where you at with you and where you at.
What's a special
Now,
selfie?
my special selfie could be, you know what I'm saying, like in a special outfit or with no outfit on at all. Like it depends on like where you want to go with that. I'm just saying a
Special
special selfie.
Let me write that down.
I'm just saying though. I mean, you know,
Special
man.
selfie.
You
But-
can tell.
But that would that,
what I'm
that
saying
might
is
get you in the mood.
you might
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
do like your
might get
end.
you in
You know
the
what I'm saying?
mood.
Like maybe she tired of you because you born and
Yeah.
you
Might get you in the
lame and you
mood.
whack.
Yeah.
You
And
know
like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying?
if y'all
So it's
at
a lot
work
of
all
story
day, if she
variables.
working all day, maybe you take, you know, your lunch break and bring her something to the job. Since she at work all day, you at work all day. You know, when you get home, ain't nothing happening. Maybe take, you know, on your lunch break.
Started at lunch.
Take her some flowers to the job or do something, you know, that way, you know, by the time she get home, she might be, you know, he did bring me some flowers today, brought me some lunch today, even if it ain't nothing extravagant, you know, y'all just, you do something real light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least get her, you know, get her mind going.
Got to.
You know
got
what I'm
to,
saying?
got to.
Maybe that'll work. He need to, you know, try some, you know, other than, you know, aside from the conversation,
Yeah.
try some of these things maybe, you know, and just
That's
see
all.
how that work.
Okay, that's all. That's
You know
all.
what
That's
I'm
all he
saying?
wanted to know. Just like what other steps does he need to take? Does he
Yeah,
need to
maybe-
change it?
yeah.
So you heard it here. You heard it here.
You heard it here first. Like that was a good question though. That was a good question. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we had a lot of good questions this week. You know what I mean? So that was a good one, man. We just felt like that
We
was
just
that
getting
was,
started.
Yeah,
We
that
just
was
getting
fun.
started.
Yeah, that was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
That
we
was
need
fun.
to
It
know.
was a fun one. It was a fun one. It was a fun one. And some more, I guess, serious news. Well, yeah, I guess in some serious news, man. It's been a lot of what y'all think about all the sexual harassment that's been going on, bro.
That's crazy.
It's like everybody just want to come out now. Somebody been sexual harassed me a year ago,
A year
2
ago,
years
yeah.
ago,
First of
5
all,
years,
tell
10
me,
years.
y'all, like what is sexual harassment?
Man,
How you want to say
sexual
it? Like,
harassment
what
can be
is that?
anything now.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying,
like,
That's what I'm
what
trying to
is that?
figure it out.
it can
What
be
is that?
anything. If I,
That's why I'm saying, like,
if
it's
I
a touchy
feel
subject
like-
because like, it could be made whatever you want to
if
make.
I
Like
feel
sometimes,
if
I
I
mean,
feel like you looked at me in an inappropriate way, that can be considered sexual harassment.
technically, yeah.
You gave me that eye.
Wow. But I didn't even.
Dang, like,
I didn't even mean it that
you.
way.
I was saying like good morning.
Gee.
You
I
gave
just
me
winked
that
good
eye.
morning.
You gave me
That's
that
sexual
eye.
harassment
You
5
winked-
years later?
You winked at me.
Wow.
But on a serious note, it is some real legit sexual
Sexual
harassment
harassment,
cases too. So I don't want to
things,
downplay that
yeah.
at
No,
all.
we're
Like
not
belittle that
downplaying it,
at
but
all.
to
You know
answer
what I
the
mean?
question
You know,
of
that's a
what sexual
serious
harassment
subject.
is, sexual harassment can be something as, you know, what I would think is
Little as
simple
a
and
wink.
petty. What I would think is simple and petty, a little somebody gave me the eye, somebody went at me, like, come on now. So you felt a certain type of way about that?
Right.
You know, for me, that's, you know, so somebody else might not feel that way, but for
Yeah,
me, that's
yeah,
kind of petty.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I
But it can
understand.
be as something as simple as that, you know, all the way to full-blown groping or, you know, physical contact. Like, nah, you touched me inappropriately.
What you
Yeah.
think, Fleas? You know,
Well,
sexual
you know,
harassment. What's that?
With that, I mean, it's just doing things that you wouldn't do.
Whoa.
I mean,
Is that a thing?
I'm saying, what you not?
Almost got a D.
That's how I rephrase.
Hold on, let's
That's how I
okay.
rephrase.
Whenever I
Basically,
get ready to say something silly, y'all, like he gonna get a D. You know what I'm
He
saying?
gets the
Like that was
bill.
almost. You know what I'm saying? You know,
listen,
that was
sex
almost.
harassment to me is just something you just not supposed to do at a work job. I mean, at work, period. I mean, that's where all the complaints are coming from, at work. So basically, at work, just keep it work.
Well,
You
I
know
mean,
what
I
I'm
guess
saying?
sexual
Keep it
harassment at
professional.
work
Keep it
is sexual
professional. Keep it
harassment.
professional.
Okay, I guess I would kind of equate that to being just, I guess anything that somebody can kind of do to you to make you feel uncomfortable.
Right.
It can even be a conversation,
Right.
not even just a
Right.
physical
Right.
gesture. So
Right.
anytime in which you don't deserve that, whether it be a
Right.
male or a female,
Right, it
you
goes
know what I
both
mean?
ways.
Exactly, and just like even just it seems like every other weekend or every weekend
And that's
somebody
what
new.
Coming out.
this is what I'm saying. Why now is it like it's almost like it's a thing
A
now.
trend.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, and it's a touchy subject, man. 'Cause like I don't want to downplay or like belittle the
You
people
can't.
who have came out. You know what I'm
'cause
saying?
it's
Even
real.
if it's late, it's real. You
It
know
is
what I'm
real.
saying?
But why do you think now? This is my question. Why do we think now is why is why is everything coming out now? Like
guess-
why is it now? Like all it's like every other
Yeah.
day now somebody's
Yeah.
coming out and saying such and such did this or such and such did. I mean like why now?
I guess
Why do y'all
because-
think?
Well, I think it's two reasons, man. On the real serious side, to me, I think like why some people, and I'm gonna say that's women, but men too, like you hold on to those type things because you just don't want to revisit those type things, and right
feeling
away,
of it, or-
yeah, it's over, and I've met people that said that it's over with, like I done dealt with it, I don't want to bring it up no more, I don't want to deal with it no more, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel, some people just don't want to go there anymore. Some people that straight coming up off of it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like it's a little bit of that both going around. So it's trending right now.
Yeah,
So like,
it's
that's one
trending.
thing. So it's trending. So if you can come up on it, you can kind of come up on it if you can. But for the people that have gone through, like those type issues and that and held on to it for years, or or for just some time and came out about it. They got other reasons for holding on to those type things, as well.
I guess that's what we need to hear.
But the quick question is, so what happens when it's a false story? Like, say, I'm just thinking back to the Usher situation.
That's what
When
I'm
that-
saying, man.
When that
Yeah.
one girl came out and said
Yeah.
that he did such and such, gave her that, but he never even met the girl,
That's
and
a
they
double
believed it.
standard.
So it is a double standard. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So what happens when the girl's a liar? Like, does or the male is lying about the girl? Like, where's the line get drawn?
I mean, it sucks, man, because like normally, like when a male gets accused of something like that, he already guilty.
Guilty.
And even if you proven innocent, you still like you don't get that back. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like so like that's just a real touchy thing, especially for men who have been accused of things and then got clear and still got to deal with the with something come after that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I think there's just a double standard. I think men kind of
Got to bite.
women can in this area, women can get away with doing a lot more to a male than what a male can get away with doing to a woman. And it's just the way it is. Not saying it's right or wrong, but it's just you got to understand like where you living at, and how you living, man. Pretty much.
Because even when, thinking about it now, has a woman been accused yet? I know you got the what's his name, Matt Law.
Matt Lauer.
Now I got
Matt
Russell
Love.
Simmons now. He
Russell
stepped down
Simmons
from all
stepped
his
down.
business. You know what I'm saying? That's a
just
mogul.
rumor.
Not saying that it's good or bad. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But like it ain't even proven.
But,
And
like,
he already got to go through all of this.
Is it I don't think a woman has been like accused yet. Though.
I not that I can recall, but
Well, not yet. It's coming.
It's
You
probably
know what I'm saying? Like it's on the way.
It's probably coming, but it's right now it just seems like it's all the men that's being accused, and and for, personally for me, for Russell Simmons to step down, and it ain't even really nothing came out on him yet. It kind of made me feel like he knows something's
He
coming.
might have messed up.
Let me get ready for this.
Something's coming.
Tsunami going to come in.
Let me go ahead and step back because like you probably got a good case on me because like so the bottom line is right now you need to be careful at work.
You need to be careful.
You need to
Cameras are everywhere now.
You need to be careful.
talk
at
about
work. And
work and
it's
go
not
home.
even, it don't even gotta be camera. The way it's set up right now, if somebody says it,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a thing.
Yeah. They got to pursue it.
They got to pursue it,
Yeah.
So right now, you kind of just need to be careful. Like even if it's, what you may have been considering, just how y'all vibe or whatever, you might want to
watch
just
yourself.
be careful.
I tell you, man, if I be around and the conversation get kind of like if somebody's coming to the and they start talking kind of funny, it's like,
you can't just go
ah,
ahead.
man, let me go ahead and let leak. Like
You
I
gotta go
ain't
ahead
trying to
and
have no
excuse
parts of this right here,
You
bro.
gotta go ahead
Like
and
it could
excuse
kind of
yourself.
get kind of. I don't want no
don't
parts of
even
that
want it.
conversation right here,
And
dog.
it's-
Like, you got to just see stuff like that because it could potentially be bad for
Yeah,
you.
so how is that what you would do? Cause like, if you worked in a more like office setting or a more like a big company where there's a lot of people, like what would you like it's got to be touchy, like it got to be touchy right now in
It's
the
all
workplace.
relative. It's all relative.
It's got to be touchy in the workplace right
It's
now.
all relative.
Especially if you working a lot with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
What do you do?
And
you still wanna have that vibe
It's got to
still there.
change the vibe now. It has to change.
Yeah,
The
like-
vibe has to change now, or else, because I'm nervous.
Yeah, I don't even want to say nothing like to even get in trouble.
I'm
So it's like,
nervous.
have a good day.
You got to cut the jokes out. I mean, like
Yeah, no
everything got to
joking.
be straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Well, like man, but everything is like that now. Everybody's so happy. Everybody, it is crazy. Just
People are getting a little bit sensitive.
everybody's so sensitive about everything. You can't do nothing.
Yeah. You gotta get. People are a little sensitive now. They're a little but you can't blame it on the sensitivity because like we said, people are out there.
It's
doing
serious.
these
But
things.
I'm just saying that you gotta be careful now with everything. You gotta wear your seatbelt. You gotta have a camera when you driving your car, recording everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Seriously
That is
though,
true.
you know what I'm saying?
That
I'm
is
saying
true.
like you got to cover yourself because it just it could happen to you.
Yeah,
It don't even got to be
slipping.
true.
Yeah. And speaking on the sensitivity of it, I know a lot of people are also right now, especially with the election of the president.
Yeah.
The racism is still a very sensitive topic. Today. Yeah. How y'all feel about racism? I mean, obviously we know it exists.
It definitely exists.
Some people don't believe so, but it's obvious pretty much. You know what I'm saying, that racism still is. How do y'all feel about racism?
I mean, we need to talk about it. That's why it's there, because for the people that don't know about it, they need to be informed, just in case when it happens to them, it's not the end of the world for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They need to understand, like, it happens. You need to, fix the problem. It's just, I kind of don't even pay attention to it.
Okay.
Like, say something, a situation happened to me or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just, I take it into light, but then I just shake it off because they don't know no better. That's what I would say. They don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't raised. Some people wasn't raised right,
That's a good way to
Well,
move,
I don't
move
believe you
forward
could
with it.
ignore it because it's just it's not one of those matters that need to be ignored.
But
In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Even if you force with type of racial discrimination, anything like that, like that don't need to be ignored. Like you don't deserve.
well, I
it,
wouldn't
man.
say. I'm not saying ignore it, but I'm changing my reaction. How about that?
If
I'm
it-
not reacting the same
Right.
way.
Oh
like,
yeah, no,
it's
man.
exploding.
If it
can't be
comes at
ignorant,
you,
you know what I'm saying?
If it comes at you,
It's a different reaction.
is you're instead of exploding on it or you know what I'm saying, giving them the reaction that they may even be looking for.
Yeah, that's
what you
what they
saying
want.
is you gonna look back.
Yeah,
You know what?
okay.
You don't even know what you're doing, or even if you know that's what you're doing, then you just ignorant, and I'm not even gonna get to that level.
Correct. That's
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm at like I don't even see you,
Yeah.
and I'm moving on.
that's where it's at.
I think
Where's it
that's-
start from though? Now I mean, being that
It's
it's
taught.
here, and
It's taught.
it ain't like the same people that was living 100 years ago that was having slaves. So are still living now. So obviously, they long gone and dead. How we still living in a a racist world.
It's taught. It's taught. I mean, we saying that those, obviously, yes, those people are long gone and dead, but it's obviously been taught to, their kids and then their kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, how we always say, man, I got a 5-year-old son. He can go and play with another kid of another color, and them kids, they don't. They
playing.
play.
Yeah.
They don't know race. They don't know color. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's just somebody else out here that want to play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's until you get, until they get, I guess of age and you learn. I mean, all these things are learned, man. They learn behaviors. They learn behaviors, yeah. And I don't want to say that it's necessarily the parents teaching. I mean, it may be. I don't know for
Right.
to be able to say, but it's a learned behavior. Where they learning it from? That's where we got to kind of figure it out. I don't know if it's just an in-home thing or is it maybe it's a society thing,
Right,
community thing. I don't know. I ain't on that end. You know what I mean? So, but it's definitely a learned behavior because kids don't know no better, man. It's not until you get, or even when you was a kid, you didn't know the difference between white and black or whatever. Like
I
y'all
knew that
just
was my
playing,
friend.
But as you got older, you kind of started to feel it or see it or whatever it is. Or I think it's just a learned behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. A question that I think I would like to pose though is, how do you think? Because obviously we've come to the conclusion that it's real.
Yes, sir.
It happens. How do you think, or do you think we can overcome it? Racism. Can we overcome racism?
I mean, you want to say yes, anything is possible, and I'm a realist too. That's a major issue, you know what I'm saying? And it took like a long time for it to get here, and I think it's gonna take a long time for it to go. So not saying that we can't ever overcome it, but I do believe, like I said, it was a long time in the making, and it's just not something that you just go away with just that quick, I would like to see it go away. It's just terrible that, you're going to bring your kids up and, eventually you got to explain to them, even though you're not racist, you know what I'm saying? Like even now sometimes you just, you got to have conversations, but it's just, you're not racist, but there are other people out here. So you still have to address the issue of racism with your kids.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just, the whole issue is just touchy. I wish we didn't have to go there. I'm not a racist, you know what I'm saying? Like I like, you know what I'm saying? So I would teach that at my house.
Everybody.
I like everybody, man. I love everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean,
Do you think that we can get rid of racism?
I mean, we probably can't get rid of it, but we can take steps to getting rid of it. Like say our ancestors, they took steps with the marches and things like that. So right now in this day and age, we need to start coming up with our own, organizations or just coming together as people. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, they came together as people. We need to start doing that.
Do you think, because I was going to answer the question for y'all, I want to hear y'all.
Yeah, I was going to ask you the same thing.
Like,
where you going? What you think?
Do you think, well, first of all, I'm going to answer the first question. Do I think we can get rid of racism? I agree with Fleas. I think we can make steps to continue to progress because we have progressed. Recently it's kind of seemed like we took a little step back.
At least 5.
You know what I'm saying? But we have made, progress. But, to be honest, y'all, my opinion, I'm not sure that we gonna ever totally get rid of racism.
I mean,
I hate to say it,
yeah,
but just
tough to
for
say.
me,
It just sucks.
just for me, because obviously we want to, we want to see it gone, removed forever, never to come back again. You know what I'm saying? But personally, man, it's just hard to believe that we ever gonna fully get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But to move on to the next question that I wanted to ask, why do y'all think, or do y'all think that we can come together? Like Fleas was saying, back in the day, our people, we came together, we marched, we did, whatever it is that needed to be done to help the progression of it. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that we can come together like that now?
I mean, I think us as black people, there's, as African American, whatever the politically correct term is, you know what I'm saying? I think we just so spiritual, like we just competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever we do, if it's gonna be competitive, especially with another person of our own race, it's like like I can't, like you don't want to see that person do better. And I don't know if that's culturally, passed down, or they're just taught, or just like bred, or I don't know what it is, but like you rather lose to somebody from a different race than see somebody else from your own race do better.
Right.
Why it's like that, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I think it's tough for it's us as a people, as black people, to come together and do things, or it's tougher to do things like that.
So you're saying we can't come together?
Oh no, like we come together and do things when we want to. Like we've been marching and stuff, like all the the police killers and things like that. Times like that, like we'll come together for certain things. You know what I'm saying? But like but for other things that matter as well, we won't come together on.
I mean,
you think we can come together?
I feel like we could come together, but it's gonna take some good, strong voices to do it.
That's my thing. Together? Like what you mean come together? Like rallies or like marches? Like what you mean?
You seen that Martin Luther King speech? That?
Yeah, I mean like something major. I mean like we had a little
Million Man March type joint again, something like that.
Yeah, like something bit. Like I think where we are in as a nation now, you know what I'm saying? Like we need another something big. You know what I'm saying? Like. And all the small marches and stuff we've been doing in each little town and stuff like that, it's good.
Definitely
obviously,
good.
It can't hurt.
Yeah.
It can't hurt. But I think it's time, for something big, man. It's a lot going on, man.
Too much
and these little, things here, little things there. I guess they help in the local communities and things like that.
But we talking about changing it nationally all over the world.
If we trying to really, really make that change, like you gotta have.
Them voices.
We got to come together. You know what I'm saying? Like, really come together. But the thing is, and I think you hit on it, who now are our Martin Luther King?
Who has that voice?
Who's the Malcolm X?
Yeah.
Who's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's the person or persons that the masses can look at and say, you know what, I'm going to rock with him or her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yes.
think that's what's for
what's
me.
holding us
I
back.
think that's what not getting everybody. That's what's not getting everybody to really lock in together. And you know what I'm saying? We ain't got that. We ain't got them people that we can say like we gonna ride with them.
I
Whether
see
or
the
not we
voices.
agree totally with them or not, they're the ones that got the voice. They're the ones that can reach who we need to be talking to.
Yeah.
So we ain't got no choice but following them. This person can get to the White House and have a conversation.
Correct.
So we all got to follow him there. Whether or not we agree with him totally with everything he's saying, this is the person, though, that can get to the White House, can get our voice heard. So we got to go to D.C.
got
and
to.
rock with him.
True.
Who are those people? You know what I'm saying?
But well, we have those people, but I see a lot of them.
Who are those people?
I just see a lot of them doing interviews behind the
I
camera.
like Killer Mike.
You feel what I'm saying?
Killer Mike could be good.
Jay-Z could be the real person.
I think
he
DL
started
Hughley
a-
does some
a
of
good
that
one.
speaking. I think. You know, on
Yeah,
the
he
road.
would get too mad.
Yeah,
It got to
but
be somebody that
Steve Harvey.
I'm talking about like people that's already doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey do it
yeah.
too. Steve Harvey do it like
Little bit.
speaking for like the
A little bit, maybe.
A little bit.
social.
Little bit, man.
That's what I'm saying. He
injustice.
got a big voice to reach both. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
talking about people that's are like I like Killer Mike. He be on the road, you know,
Yeah,
doing
he
his
out there
thing.
heavy.
Killer Mike
Who
is
was
good.
another one? That's just a major one that I follow. You know, just on the gram.
You know, the one that I think can, and I think they got a lot of traction already, but to me, he got to do a little more public speaking is Kaepernick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
That's
he
good right
Kaepernick really, I mean, he really could have a major following.
That is good. Right
He already he already got
he
mass
does.
support.
I mean, it's
does.
national.
He already
much.
got mass support,
Yeah.
but if he would come out publicly more
And be more
and
spoken.
be more outspoken
Yeah.
and vocal with it, I'm telling you, Kaepernick could be the person
That's deep right there.
that people could get behind
I would
and
get
like,
behind
yo, we rocking with Kaepernick.
I would get behind him. Yeah.
Because you would have to, if you're the president, you would have to sit down with Kaepernick.
Yeah,
He putting his money where his mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Like he
really
really
did.
putting his
He really
money.
did, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people are behind him. He done, you know, I mean, like he really caused a lot of this. Players kneeling and you know all that. I mean, like he caused a lot of ruckus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he
but I would say
if-
Ruckus. He drew a lot of attention.
but sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta cause some
You
ruckus.
know what I'm saying? Mess some stuff
Gotta
up.
make a little noise.
You
You
gotta
gotta
make a
mess some
little
stuff
noise.
up.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do sometimes, and that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not there was you know totally his intention to take it as far or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I doubt he
he's,
thinks he was gonna
he's
get
that
fired.
person though. You know what I'm saying? You didn't lost your job. You didn't
Yeah,
see,
lost
and the difference
money.
is back in the day, it wasn't as much money for people to lose.
Yeah.
Right.
So they
Yeah.
had a little more, you know what I'm saying? Like I can, you know, now granted it's relative. 100,000 wasn't the same thing as 100,000 now, but it still was back then 100,000 was a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying those people didn't make sacrifices, but now you talking millions
Big
and
time.
millions and
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Kaepernick lost a lot of money, man,
Yeah.
by
Right.
making his stance. So that's somebody that you could say, listen, he's obviously
Be with it.
with it.
Yeah, he's so committed. He
He's
put his money
very
where his mouth is.
committed.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
And he's still putting money on it. You know what I mean? So he's one of those people for me that I think, you know, I wouldn't mind standing behind Kaepernick. If Kaepernick said, listen, man, we going to DC and, you know, we're going to stand together on the mall.
Yeah.
I'm out there.
I'm there too. I ain't gonna with a Kaepernick
Yeah.
jersey.
I'm out there.
all black.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will be out there. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take somebody like him, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
to do that, man. And
Yeah.
so, you know, and for me, though, he's the person that I think could be that. Now, I'm not saying he Martin Luther King, nobody like that, but what I'm saying is he could have that same type of following, that same type of support that you need in order to get change.
Yeah. Big
You see what I'm
word right there.
saying?
Change.
In order to get change, I think he's one of those people. Before we wrap up, like, I want to get y'all's opinion on same thing, but like the police and stuff like that, how they
wow.
treating us and that sort of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Once again, with us having kids and things like that, you not so much, and even ourselves, we still young black men.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? What's some advice before we get out of here? What's some advice that you would give listeners that's our age or younger? You know what I'm saying? Man, pull you over right now, because that's still touches you, man. Police get behind me right now. I'm nervous, man.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You better be.
So, how would you handle a situation if you got pulled over? Not saying that man got a gun on you, nothing like that, but just a typical routine stop.
to make it
you know
go
what I'm
by
saying?
good.
How do you how do you handle a situation right now with the climate that we in and that sort of thing? How you handling the police in general?
I mean, my number one rule is be respectful. Even if they wrong, even if you ain't wrong, even if you right, cop is right, you just be always the utmost respect. Because, like, he might cut you a break, and he might not hit you, across your head either. It might say you, from going to jail.
Correct.
So, like, you kind of want to just be nice, be respectful all the times. Like, any movement just with my hands, like, man, I'm going in my right pocket with my right hand, grab my brown wallet out.
Correct.
Let you know everything, you know what I'm saying? My left hand is on the steering wheel, but just always, like, be respectful, even if you ain't right. I'm sorry, even if they aren't right and you are right, always treat them like, you want to go home that night. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. I mean,
because they can change that for you real quick.
Yes, sir. No, ma'am.
Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Sir, I didn't know I was speeding.
I did, and that's where I'm gonna keep it at. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Hands up here.
How you do it? Or are you one of them Kaepernick? Like, I know my rights type dudes. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta give you my name. No, sir. Like, are you one of them type dudes? Like, what you be doing?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm falling in line.
Yes, sir.
Whatever the man say do, I'm doing it. I ain't asking why. Man say get out, I'm getting out.
Yeah.
Ain't no why. What I do. No, he said get out, get out.
Yeah, no, you gotta just do what he tell you to do, man.
Do what he tell you to do, and don't be rude. Don't open the door all hard and I'll get out. Yes, sir, I'm getting out.
Don't give him a reason to smack you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Or give him a reason to do anything.
I'm gonna be so polite with this man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or lady. I'm gonna be polite.
Jude said the key word. I want to get home.
I want to go
home. Man. Whether I'm right or wrong, or whoever right or wrong, it ain't about that. Can I please go home?
Because you already know it don't even have to be. I mean, nowadays it can be a routine stop, and you don't make it out of that.
And always pull over in a bright area too. Now, even if you got to drive like slow for till one more light up or whatever. In front of a lot of people. Yeah, I try to always pull over where I can be seen. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, so people can see what's going on.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, man. Just do what they say, y'all. Don't give them no lip. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to don't try to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do what they say. Yes, sir. Give them your license. Just do what they tell you to do. You ain't gotta be rude.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to even listen, like Corey say, even if they wrong, if the man say, open your trunk, and he ain't supposed to go in your trunk, I'm opening my trunk.
Yeah, like, I ain't got nothing in there, sir. I'm trying to go home.
I know you ain't supposed to go in my glove, whatever case may be. I'm open whatever you need to see, sir.
Yeah.
Wrong or not. You got free will with me tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that right.
Free will. Like, you got it tonight, boss.
You got free will with me tonight.
It's on you tonight, boss.
Whatever
you want tonight, boss.
I ain't trying to say, no, you ain't supposed to be going. You're not supposed to, you're not allowed to go in my trunk. You say, pop my trunk. Yes, sir. Can I reach down right here to pop it, or would you like me to use the key?
Yeah.
You can, hey, sir, whatever you want to
do it.
I'm at your disposal.
Yes, sir.
I just want to go home. You know what I mean? So that's how I would handle it. That's how I would advise everybody else to handle it. That's how I'm advising my two sons to handle it. You know what I'm saying? And cause we gotta go home, man. You can be right and not go home.
That's deep.
Yeah.
You trying to prove him wrong, and you gonna be the one not going. He going home.
He going to the crib, and then gonna see you in court on court day.
You might not be in court.
Oh, that's ugly.
He might not make it to court.
That's
might not make it to court.
Please.
You can be right and not make it. Because you want to be right. You want to prove to him that you're right.
Like, don't be riding dirty. Like, have your inspection.
Yeah, don't be riding dirty.
Have your registration.
Don't be riding dirty.
Have your
don't give him a reason to pull you over.
You know what I'm saying? Have your seatbelt on. Don't have your dark tint. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be riding dirty. You know what I mean? So, that might help you out too. Maybe.
And we've all done it.
Oh, no, we all done it.
But listen.
But I don't recommend that.
You got to grow up. You got to learn. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't want to be pulled over, don't give them no reason to get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Please don't give them no reason. But anyway, man, I think we had a great discussion today, man. Like, this was a more serious conversation, but it's needed, man. Cause like I say, the racism is strong right now. Yeah. That sexual harassment is big right now, man. Y'all, please be careful, man, at the workplace, man. Be careful at the workplace, man. You got to cut back.
Please be. You got to tell me.
Cut back on the jokes, man. You know, cause like it could be something that y'all been joking about for years, man. You know what I'm saying? And somebody finally decided to say, you know what, man, that's a little bit over the line.
Yeah, you crossed the line.
You crossed the line, and you know what? I'm offended. Well, hold on now. Now we've been talking and joking, and we didn't have this personal vibe between us, and it can be a group of people now for 5 years. Now all of a sudden you offended. Yeah. It don't matter. Now you in trouble.
Big trouble.
So, man, look, man, walk the straight and narrow.
Watch yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Be careful, man. I enjoyed this conversation with y'all today, man.
I did too, man.
Y'all some
Always,
great brothers, man.
I
Here you go.
I appreciate you,
Some
brother.
great brothers.
He not even
y'all,
drinking
man.
yet. Here
Love
you go
y'all,
talking
man.
that.
Y'all
He
some great
not even
brothers.
drinking yet. I ain't trying to be. He not even drinking yet.
great
He already on
brothers.
there.
It's the holidays, man.
I
I
rock
love
with
you,
you too,
man.
man. I love you too,
Just a
bro.
little chippy,
All right.
man.
Merry Christmas, man. Happy
Merry
New Year to you
Christmas.
too, bro.
Merry Christmas to y'all, man. We love y'all too. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas time. We're gonna spread a little holiday cheer, make spirits bright. Hope y'all enjoy the show. Continue to watch us, man. Once again, man, I'm your boy Ljay Brown.
And I'm no nickname Corey.
And you know this your boy DRE.
And this is the Kickback, man. We live with y'all, man, each and every Saturday morning, man, 6 o'clock a.m. Wake up!
Wake up!